Vandeham.
The following is the class on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Chapter 6, text number 254, given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on 8th January 1968 in Los Angeles.
Sri Gurum Vaishnava.
जो भक्ति योगा शिक्षातमेका पुरुष पुराना श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीरधारी कृपां बुदिच्च तमहं प्रपद्ये. This is a prayer offering to Lord Chaitanya. The central figure dancing, a boy about 18 years old. He introduced this movement, Sankirtan movement, being compassionate with the fallen souls of this age. He recommended from the authorized scriptures, not that he manufactured. Nowadays, it has become a fashion to manufacture a certain type or system of religious or yoga principle. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not do that. What he introduced, that is recommended in the scriptures, that in this age, for spiritual realization, one may simply chant the holy name of Krishna. Krishna means God. If you have got any other name for God, you can chant that also. It is not that you have to chant Krishna. But Krishna means God. The word meaning of Krishna means all attract. Krishna from his beauty all attract. From his strength is all attract. From his philosophy is all attract. From his renunciation is all attract. From his fame is all attract. 5,000 years before, Krishna spoke this Bhagavad Gita. Is still going strong. Is so famous. And Krishna claims that Sarva Jonishu Kaunteya. Most of you must have read Bhagavad Gita. And in the 14th chapter you find that Krishna says, my dear Arjuna, in all species of life, there may be as many varieties of forms. You are all living entities. Here even in human society, we have got different types of forms. Nobody will be exactly like the form of other gentlemen. There is difference. This is the beauty of creation. If you go to a tree, there are millions and billions of leaves, and you won't find one leaf exactly like that. So, there are varieties of living entities. Out of the varieties of the living entities, the humankind living entities are very small. From Shastra, from scripture, you understand that there are 8,400,000 species of cat. 8,400,000 species of life. Out of that, aquatics, water animals or water living entities are 900,000. The botanists or the physiologists, how many they have seen, or how many they have experimented, or how many we have seen. But from the Shastra, from the Vedic scripture, we find that there are 900,000 of species of life in the water, and uh, uh, 2 million species of life in the botanical department. Similarly, there are birds, there are bees, there are four-legged animals, and at last the human being. The human life is considered to be the developed form of all species of life. Darwin's theory also uh, gives some idea. I think he might have taken this idea from Vedic literature. But the gradual evolution is recommended, mentioned in the Vedic literature that from aquatic to plant life, then worms life, then birds life, then animal life. There are 300,000 of animal life. So at last is human form of life. And the human form of life, there are many species, some of them civilized, some of them not civilized, some of them have no religion, but we can know from the history of human civilization that any civilized nation, it doesn't matter whether he is Christian, whether he is Mohammedan, or a Hindu, or Buddhist, there is some type of religion. So, in the Vedic literature says that without religion, without accepting religion, dharmena hina pasubhi samana. If in some society there is no religion, religion means to abide by the laws of the Supreme. That is it. It doesn't matter whether it is Christian religion or Mohammedan religion or Hindu religion. Religion means just like citizens, good citizen. Good citizen means who abides by the law of the state. It doesn't matter what he is. Similarly, anyone, either he may be Christian or maybe Mohammedan or maybe Hindu, that doesn't matter. Anyone who accepts the supreme law, God, and abides by the laws of God or laws of nature, he is called religionist or an advanced human. But Krishna says, either advanced or not advanced, that doesn't matter. It is a kind of grace only, but I am the Father. Aham bija pradapita. Just like Father is the seed-giving agent into the womb of the mother, and then the child, baby, comes out. Without the combination of father and mother, there is no possibility of generation. Similarly, Krishna says that in all species of life, the living entities, I am the seed-giving father and this material nature is the mother. Nobody can deny, because this body, just like the child's body, is made by the mother. Father gives the opportunity to develop the body. And the mother supplies the ingredients for developing the body. Similarly, God impregnates material nature with living entities, and they come out in different form. Aquatics, birds, beasts, animals, trees, plants, vegetables, so many. And Krishna said that I am the father of all of them. So my uh, request to you that don't accept Krishna as something Indian god or Hindu god. No. Krishna is the original father of all living entities. He claims, if you don't accept, if the father says, you are my son, and the son says, no, I am not your son, because there is son's prerogative. He may deny, he doesn't believe his mother. Now, what is the proof that one man is my father? The mother is the proof. There is no other source of understanding who is my father. If a boy wants to understand who is my father, the only authority is the mother. Mother, if says, my dear boy, my dear child, here is your father. You have to accept. If you say, I don't accept, I must have proof that he is my father. How is it possible? It is not possible. Similarly, the Vedic literature is to be considered as the mother. And Vedic literature says, Janmadasya Jataha, the supreme, absolute truth is that who is the source of all generations, all emanations. And what is the source? Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that I am God. So if you believe scriptures, Vedic literature, if you believe Bhagavad Gita, then you have to accept Krishna as the Supreme Father, because the mother, Vedic literature is considered to be the mother. She gives evidence that Krishna is the God. Just like mother gives evidence who is your father, similarly, the Vedic literature is considered to be mother. And the Vedic literature says that Krishna is the thought. In your Christian literature and Bible, Jesus Christ is accepted as the Son of God. He presented himself as Son of God. And here Krishna says that I am the Father. So there is no contradiction. The Son of God also says about God, and the Father also says about the God himself. The Son of God says that you surrender unto God, and God says you surrender unto me. Then where is there is contradiction? There is no contradiction. So, see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement is to understand the past. It is nothing new. It is old. But in a new process, convenient for the people of this age. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have forgotten our past. We have forgotten God. The modern civilization, wherever you go, they say, that we are secular state. Secular state means without knowing who is the father of the mankind. That is secular. But the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, a great logician during the time of Lord Chaitanya, he was also godless, and generally the so-called learned philosophers, scientists, are so-called educated, they deny the existence of God. They depend more or less on their experimental knowledge of science. But actually, the fact is that there is God. There is God. In every religion, they accept there is God. And actually, the fact is there is God. In the Vedic literature, it is accepted, Janmadasya Jata, and in the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly said by Krishna that I am the Father. Not only one place, in many other places. I am especially referring to the Bhagavad Gita because most of you are acquainted with the study of Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, in the 10th chapter, you will find Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. I am the origin of everything. Aham Sarvasya Prabhava Matta Sarvam Pravartate. Whatever you see, that is from me. Iti aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate iti matya bhajanti mana buddha bhava samannita. One who understands this perfectly, one has to understand. It is not that you blindly follow something. One has to understand. So, Krishna says, one who has understood that I am the origin of everything. Buddha. Buddha means one who is learned. And bhava samannita. Bhava samannita means with thoughts. Not that whimsically or sentimentally to accept something, but with thought, with thoughtful attitude or more. One who has understood this fact, the Buddha bhava samannita, he worships me. These things are there. So, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he was a great logician. He was unfaithful. He was moralist, but he had no faith in God or impersonal. There are many persons who have faith in something superior or absolute, but they do not believe in the personal nature of God. But here, from the Bhagavad Gita, we can clearly understand, from Bhagavad we can clearly understand, from Vedanta philosophy we clearly understand that God is person, a person like you and me. Take for example, in the Vedanta Sutra, the first aphorism is Janmadasya Jataha. The first sutra is Athata Brahma Jigyasa. Now we have to understand what is Brahma or what is the absolute truth. The next aphorism is immediately that the absolute truth is that from whom everything emanates. The original source of all emanation. Janmadasya Jataha. Janma means birth. Adi means etc. The Janma, where there is birth, there is death, and there is existence. Whenever there is birth, you must know there is death. There is not a single instance you have got experience where birth is possible and death is not possible. This material world is going on in that way. Birth, then existence, then development, then byproduct, then dwindling, then vanishing. 6 changes. Everything. Either take this body or a fruit or a flower, anything material you take, these 6 changes are there. First of all, birth, then growth, then existence, then byproduct, then dwindling, and then vanishing. So, Vedanta Sutra says Janmadasya jata. The original source of birth, the source of maintenance, the source of growth, the source of development, and the source of dwindling, and after all, vanishing, or the conservation of the vanishing element, everything is the Supreme Brahma. So, this Janmadasya sloka has been interpreted in various ways, but the most important commentator is Vyasdev. He is the original writer of Vedanta Sutras. Not only he is the writer of Vedanta Sutra, he is the writer of all Vedic literature. Vedic literature means 4 Vedas, Sham, Atharva, Yajur, and Rig. And from the Vedas, there are Upanishads. There are 108 Upanishads. And there are Puranas. Puranas means those who will not understand the Vedic aphorism and the Upanishad, a statement of the Upanishad. For them, for ordinary man, there are many stories. The stories are concluded with the Vedanta Sutra. Then there is Mahabharata. You have heard all these names. Mahabharata, the history of Indian royalty. The Mahabharata is the history of fighting between 2 Greek groups of royal family, the Pandavas and the Kurus. And in that Mahabharata you find all kinds of sociology, politics, religion, and military science. Everything is complete there. And in that Mahabharata is put this Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is only a portion of the Mahabharata. This was also written by Vyasdev. Then at last, he was not satisfied. Even after writing so many big literatures, he was not satisfied. So one day, he was sitting very morose, and at the same time, his spiritual master Narad came to see him. Because Narad is not an ordinary spiritual master, he could understand that my disciple is sitting morose. So I must go there and give him some encouragement, because he's a great personality. He is giving human society so many nice things, but he is not very happy in his mood. So I shall go and give him some encouragement. So I am reading from the Bhagavad, the introduction, how Bhagavad was compiled by Vyasdev. I am reading that chapter. This is in the first canto, 5th chapter. So when the spiritual master Narad came, it is the custom of disciple to receive him and to give him nice seat and offer obeisances, and then talk on different subject matter. So when Narad came, Vyasdev offered him good seat and comfortable seat and offered his obeisances. Then Narad is speaking. He saw his disciple Vyasdev very much morose. So he is asking, Parasarja Mahabhaga Bhavata Kuchitatmana Puritushati Sharira Atma Manasa Evaba. My dear Vyasdev, I see that you are not very happy. But I am asking you question, whether a person becomes ever happy who has accepted this body as self or the mind as self. Oh. There are two classes of men in the material world. I mean the intelligent class. I am not speaking of the ordinary class of men. Those who are interested in knowledge, in higher thoughts, in philosophy, in religion, in ethics, morality, so many things there are, in science, in literature. So, Vasudev is everything in one person. And he has written so many books, as I have described. Now, Narad is asking him, my dear, Parasarja. Parasarja means Vasudev was the son of Parasa. His father's name was Paras. Therefore, he is addressing him, Parasarja Mahabhaga. You are very fortunate. You have got the opportunity of doing the best service to the humanity by presenting such important literatures. Therefore, you are Mahabhaga. The human society is not ordinary task. It is not possible for any ordinary man. All great men, all great, personality who had appeared on this earth and rendered great service to the humanity, they are still remembered. Just like in your country, President George Washington, he rendered very valuable service to your country, he still remembered. Recently, President Kennedy, he still remembered. Similarly, those persons who have dedicated their life for the welfare of the human society, they are not ordinary. Therefore, he is addressed as Mahabhaga, the most fortunate personality, because he dedicated his life for the good of the humanity. The greater a man is engaged for his service to the humanity, he is considered a great man. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya, he also renounced this world. You see, his future is just 18 years to 20 years born. And after this movement, Sankirtan movement at Navadvip, during his householder life, he was married at the age of 17 years. So he was considered to be a householder. And his first wife died at the age of 20 years. Then his mother requested to marry again. So he married again at the age of 20 years. But he took sannyas at the age of 24 years. He renounced the order of the household life in 24, when he was only 24 years old. His wife was only 16 years old. And his mother was about 70 years old. But still he took sannyas. Why? For the good of the humanity. He was very well to do. He was Brahmin. He was learned. And he had many followers. And still, when he saw that if I remain a householder and they will not care for my instruction, therefore he was obliged to accept the sannyas order. Because in India the system is a sannyasi in renounced order, a gentleman in renounced order, he is accepted as spiritual instructor. So this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also dedicated his life for the whole humanity. In his preaching, there is clear statement. While he was preaching this movement all over India, he instructed every Indian. The exact verse in Bengali language is that Bharat bhumite janma manusya janma heila ja janma sarthak kari karo paropaka. He ordered that anyone who has taken his birth in India as a human form of life, he must take up this responsibility of preaching this Sankirtan movement all over the world to do the best service to the humanity. That is his order. To do the best service to the humanity. You are so much compassionate with the human society. So, by his grace, his philosophy, his teaching are now being spread in Western countries. And I have taken up the humble responsibility. Please help me. You will be happy. It is such a nice movement. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was also humanity. He is not a religionist. He was not meant for preaching a particular cult to gather some followers. No, it is the need of the human society. And he wanted to preach all over the world. Because it was not possible at that time, then he lived only for 48 years. He took sannyas at the age of 24 years, and he passed away in 24 years. He was very busy all over India. Therefore, he left his legacy to the any Indian, to take up this cause and preach this cult of Sankirtan movement all over the world. So, I shall request you to understand the philosophy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his movement. We have got already 6 centers, 5 centers in your country. I started first in 1966, July, in New York. Then I started in San Francisco, then at Boston, then at Montreal. Of course, I did not go everywhere. These boys, the sincere boys and girls who are helping me, who have joined this movement, they are doing. This center was started also by one boy. I have come for the first time here. Now, I request you that this movement is nothing sectarian or anything bluff. It is the movement as a necessity of the human society. You judge it, you consider it, you put your logic arguments in every way, you'll find that this is the necessity of the present day. So, not only one center in Los Angeles, but you open center in every village, every country, every home. And the process is very simple. You chant Hare Krishna and dance in ecstasy, and everything will come within yourself gradually. Everything will come. You will practically feel how you are becoming reformed. There is no need of wasting time. This Hare Krishna movement can be done at home, outside home, when you are working, when you are walking, every moment. So try to understand this movement and try to follow it. It is not sectarian, it is the need. I shall discuss on this point gradually. If you kindly come and attend our classes, I shall very much thank you. Thank you very much.